Hi boys and girls, happy Friday. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. Today we are going to do an art project, but before we begin, I'm going to ask you to go outside and go on a nature walk and find some leaves. Now, if you can, please find some leaves that have already fallen on the ground. If you don't see any, it's okay to pick one or two off of a plant, but please do your best not to hurt nature. So after you have your leaves, come back inside and I'm going to show you what you'll need to do this project. You will need a piece of white paper, your leaves, one white crayon, one paintbrush, and if you have watercolor paints, Crayon makes great ones, that's okay, but I actually don't have any at my house. So what I did is I just filled these little Tupperwares with a little bit of water, and if you put about 3 or 4 drops of food coloring and mix it up, it makes your own homemade watercolors. And then also a paper towel just for cleaning your brush if necessary. Okay, so first we're going to put the leaves arranged however you want. If you would like to tape them down, that might make it a little bit easier, but let's try it without taping it down. So we're going to put it under the paper, and then we're going to take the crayon. I've taken the paper off of the crayon, and it works best if you rub it with the side, and we're going to just rub it all over where my leaves are. Now, since we're using a white crayon, you will not see this yet. This is kind of like a secret picture that we're going to be revealing. So after we paint it, you're going to see what it looks like. Okay, so I've done my rubbing, and look, you can't see anything. You can kind of see the shininess from the crayon, but we can't see the leaf yet. Now watch what happens. Let's take the leaves out of the way. And then I'm going to bring back my paints. So I'm going to show you I have my paper here. It's out of the camera, but I have it here just to clean my brush in case I need it. So let's start with a little bit of pink. If you notice, we're starting to see some white lines that appear even in the places where we put paint. That's because the wax from the white crayon stays on the paper. And when you put the paint on top of it, the paint kind of rolls away. The paint doesn't stick to that part where the crayon was. So look at that. It's like you can see the leaves as if they were right under the paper. And you can use as many colors as you want. I just chose to use 2 colors just to show you, but you can use as many colors as you want. You can mix colors. I highly recommend getting the primary colored food coloring rather than the neon colors like I have, because that way it's much easier. If you want to mix yellow and blue, you can make green. If you want to make orange, you can mix red and yellow. You can make purple. You can make a lot more colors with the primary set than you can with the neon ones. So look at that. After you've painted, look, you can see the veins from the leaf. So look, that was this big leaf here. You see those lines? This leaf is very brown and dried out. It was already on the ground. So this leaf is not a living leaf. It had already fallen off of the tree. But these lines here, Those are called veins. And when the leaf is living, when it's still attached to the tree, that is how water is carried into the leaf. That's how it drinks water. And look what we've done. When we put the crayon on the paper, we left the mark of those leaves. I'm going to show you one more time how to do the leaf rubbing, except this time I'm going to use a red crayon so that way you can see it rubbing the leaf on the paper as it's happening. So make sure you put the veins facing up, put the paper on top, and then you're going to take the side of the crayon just like before and rub it all over where the leaf is. And as I make the marks, the veins are popping out on the paper. Look how cool that looks. And there you have it. That's a print of your leaf. Okay, friends, I hope you had fun getting creative today. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you again next week. Bye. Okay, so if you found your leaves, let's get started.